not necessarily the minimum necessary. There are a lot of responsible people in the state that I think do have the right to do.
This is what I would say. I love this. That's all right. I don't write it in your thing. Representative Hammond brought up an incident that happened a week after we had this meeting. And the crime sponsor did describe something like that to us maybe happening again. The folks that were opposed to this bill brought up just the opposite. That, I mean, you can see it both ways. Here's what I'm going to say. Was it Missouri? Missouri, is that what happened?
Yeah.
In a city council chamber where firearms were banned. And that was what the folks that were on the other side said would happen. Oh, if you ban guns, then all of the criminals have them. I mean, both sides can say exactly the same thing and the argument is one another. But so, I mean, you're never going to win that argument. It's like we're arguing religion or politics or abortion or those things. You're never going to sway someone's mind. You know, they believe in the Second Amendment very strongly, and regardless of where they are. So, however, the problem I have with this bill, and I know we didn't take up the amendment, but when this in the bill as introduced, how do you enforce it? If someone walks in with a concealed weapon, you're not going to know it. It's going to be under their coat. You're not going to know if they have it or not. How do they enforce it? There are, I miscounted apparently at the hearing, there are 10 entrances and exits between this building and the state house. We don't have metal detectors, we don't have guards at the doors, so how do you enforce it? I mean, just to say, oh gee whiz, people are going to follow the law, well, I mean, people drive here back and forth every day. I don't think people want to do the law both days that I come here. So why would they follow this? I mean, the folks that are carrying concealed weapons that have been licensed by the chief of police of their city or town have been deemed responsible by the law enforcement of that community. I may not personally agree with them, but the local law enforcement out there was saying not to carry concealed weapons. The folks that I think that are going to do with harm aren't the folks that are necessarily going down to town hall and asking the chief of police. Like my particular town, I come from a very small rinky-dink town where the chief knows everybody. They're not going down and asking. They're coming up here because they're impassioned and they're on the film street. And why would they do it here in Western? I think it's much more dramatic. It's also on the floor of the House of Representatives and Canadian driveway, personally. But that's totally the devil's advocate now. I mean, I can see where people come from on both sides of this issue. So. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents where I come down. But anyway, and any more discussion?
Do we feel that a lethal weapon is a gun only? Could a lethal weapon be a knife or scissors or things of that nature?
Well, it is a good question, but it doesn't pertain to this representative policing because we didn't take up the amendment. The amendment is the one that I think, isn't that mentioned deadly weapon? Does this one say it too? Am I missing it somewhere?
Weapon is defined in RSA 159, 5 and 159.
No objection? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I thought I was recognized. The vice chair recognized.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Do we have the copy of that?
No, I can tell you almost what it is.
Sure, go ahead.
Representative Walsh and I have been debating how that definition of a weapon needs to be reestablished or revisited. It excludes screwdrivers and hammers and chainsaws and bombs and other things. It covers nunchucks, stars, knives, dirks, and guns. Just to give you an idea of how, I mean, it goes on much further than that, but it's ridiculous, especially in this decade when we see people blow themselves up if they want to live in a fashion state. So no matter how you craft this, I think that the definition of a weapon becomes very difficult. And I know they used to scream at me for carrying this into an elementary school and say, Mr. Hammond's got a knife.
You do?
Beware.
Watch out for a baseball bat.
It's a really difficult thing to pin down what is a deadly weapon and how it will be, and this is where Wells and I are coming from. It's the use of the object, not the definition that it is a deadly weapon.
I mean, I think we gave that a that's not intended to be.
Baseball bat.
Well, it's almost unlimited.
Absolutely.
Is there any further discussion? No? Motion to next be into legislature. Clerk will call the roll.
Okay, Representative Hammond,
Aye.
Sherman,
Yes.
Cox, Levis here. Left. Okay, McKinney, yes. Hutchinson.
Yes.
Hagan. Yes. Dartmouth. Yes. Gleason.
Yes.
Felix Chairman.
Yes.
Getting enough.
No, 9-1.
9-1. Well, that's
The one whose name you cannot pronounce? And here you are.
Okay, 9-1. What was the count, 10-0?
9-1.
I tried.
May I address the committee?
We're in executive session.
Oh, that's not allowed.
Sorry.
I don't know.
The consent calendar?
No, I don't think
How did the irony of it get by rule?
so. Pardon?
How did the irony of it get settled this by rule?
I didn't hear you. What?
Rule.
You didn't throw your glove down, so no. Not only am I an F, sometimes I can't hear. All right, 9-1. Which one's next?
Okay, I'll see you. We'll get 3 left.
Want to take up 1392, seems to be numeric the next.
Well, that wraps up the hearing. As you can see, it was voted inexpedient to legislate by a count of 9-1, Representative Lavasser being the only representative in the committee to vote in favor. So we'll go back and review the tape and see exactly what he said, but it sounded like a lot of the hysteria and not too reality-based stuff that we've heard from those who have personal issues with handguns, as he put it. Anyways, that's all for now, and we'll get this video up and get it up there so everyone can see it. Okay, bye.